Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Wilderhome Adventures. We just woke up and got dressed. You don't want to see that. There's some contortions going on when trying to get pants on, leggings, that kind of thing, but a little bit of a chilly night. I had to put a hat on last night. Everybody else seems to have stayed warm enough, but we're going to take the dogs out. I'm going to go brush my teeth and take the dogs out for a quick walk, and then we are heading to Lydford Gorge today. So I'm pretty excited about that, as I didn't get to go last time I was here. Much like some people crave their morning coffee or morning tea, my biggest go-to, and I absolutely desperately crave it in the morning, is my Diet Pepsi, or my Pepsi Max. And it's not for the caffeine, it's that I want something cold. I just really want a cold drink, whether it's cold water, but this goes down a bit more of a treat. Oh, it's so good. Alright, here we are. We're at Lydford Gorge. We're at the Devil's Cauldron entrance. I'm not taking the dogs on this one. It is quite steep for Cody to handle, and there's a spot going down the Cauldron platform that you can't take dogs on. So we're going to do this first, then we'll head back to the other entrance to do the waterfall trail. I think I got here just as it was opening, because this is a very popular place. It is also Good Friday, Easter weekend, and so this is the kind of place where people are going to come to middle school holidays. So I did come to this place when I was very, very young. I don't remember exactly where we stayed at in Devon, but it was one of those places that we came to check out. And I remember thinking how slightly terrifying the platform over the Devil's Cauldron actually was. It's a bit of a shame. They had some trail repairs to do between this entrance and the other entrance, so you can't actually access the entire gorge trail. It's about a mile and a quarter in each direction, but both the Devil's Cauldron and the waterfall areas are open. Oh, I like this bridge. They've thought of the puppies. Dogs would really struggle to walk on this mesh, so it's nice that they thought of the dogs. So something important to note about Lydford Gorge: A, it's a site of special scientific interest, SSI, but it is also a temperate rainforest, and it's a SSI because it contains many, many rare plants that you can't find in a lot of other places. So this is definitely a section you want to keep the dogs on leash. It's a bit sketchy. I feel like I'm rushing this a bit, but we're just coming up to the gorge itself, and I think this is where the Devil's Cauldron is. Oh my gosh, but this below it is this beautiful still pool. In the States, I would look at that for fishing. Oh guys, this is just absolutely stunning. Oh my giddy on. Absolutely incredible. Whew. Don't come here if you don't like heights. just coming around the corner. I can hear it. It's a bit slick. Oh my god, this is absolutely incredible. I know I came here when I was little, but I just don't remember it at all. Oh my gosh. Holy crap-a-moly. Oh geez. I'm gonna have to put a camera down here. Here we are. Incredible. What a fabulous spot. It's just a bit crazy to me to think that somebody actually built this in here and even knew that this was here to build. I mean, how would you discover this in the first place? Well, I'm not gonna lie, that section without a handrail made me pretty freaking nervous, especially when I've got a camera in my hands, but just unbelievable. So if you're a bit spooked about heights or anything like that, or water, you can view this from the top. So if you really don't want to go down, you just don't get quite the effect of being in the gorge itself. Whew, wow, breathtaking. And of course with all the rain, it makes it just that much better to see. But yeah, that last section under that bridge, the platform goes all the way over the water, and it's a bit nerve-wracking. I mean, I know it's safe, but still it makes you feel a bit, because if you go in there, you're probably never coming out alive. I just wonder how they built all that. The forest is full of birdsong. Spring, hearing the mating calls, and one of my favorites is the little robin. Such a friendly, brave little guy or girl. You know, you can't really tell them apart. Yeah, you can hear him right above me. Absolutely brilliant. Well, we're gonna need a little bit of shade, but with the sun on, I'm leaving the dogs. I always leave these curtains closed from the direction of the sun. It helps just keep it that little bit more cooler in there. Anyway, really glad we came when we did. I'm really glad we did this entrance first, because we were basically the only ones down there and we had it to ourselves, whereas there is now a line out the door. Alright, so we're just driving down about a mile down the road to the waterfall entrance. It's a lot quieter here than it was back at the Devil's Cauldron. Although if you want to end the day with drama, end up there. But if you want it to yourself, do that first. So there's two routes down to the White Lady waterfall. One has got steps as a quarter mile, the other has no steps and is half a mile. So obviously with Cody, I'm going to do my best not to overdo it with him. So we're going to take the no steps route. There's also a lot less people on this route because it takes longer, but more gradual. So I'm giving the dogs a bit of off-leash time. They're happy to be out. I'm happy to be out. It's a perfect day. I was feeling pretty uninspired lately. I've overdone it, and I do that every vacation. I overdo it every time because I'm trying to film stuff. And it's not that I feel pressure to film stuff, but filming stuff pushes me to do more things, whereas I wouldn't have the motivation otherwise, or the mental track to stick to doing some of these things that I'd be like, oh no, I really can't be bothered, I don't want to do that, I'm just gonna not do anything, and then I feel like I'm wasting my vacation. So I would say that sometimes filming for YouTube is a benefit as well as a curse. Just coming down to the river, and this is perfect. We're going to give the dogs a chance to play through here, make this about them, not just about seeing a waterfall. So give them a chance to have a bit of fun. Oh, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Cody's not as entertaining it anymore with his balance, but he still tried. But this river is absolutely gorgeous. It's so clear. So clear. So that mine was cool. I'm not quite sure what it was. There's no history there to tell me anything about it. So what did they mine along the Lyd River? That's beautiful. A lot of people around. We're going to take the shortcut back, so hopefully Cody can manage the steps, alright? Really gorgeous. And that's part of the reason that this area is a temperate rainforest. It keeps the air humid. Absolutely beautiful. We're almost back at the top, I think. Cody is definitely struggling a bit with these steps. Probably should have come down them, gone up the other way. And I would probably recommend doing that as a route, as a loop, instead of just one or the other. However, the longer route is wheelchair accessible, buggy accessible, etc. Back at the top. Woohoo! We made it. Anyway, we're heading back to the car, obviously, and then we are heading. I'm going to go and see if I can try and find Foggintor Quarry. I have no idea much about it, but it was one of those things that has been recommended to me in the past. Well, we made it. The parking areas are getting full and they're very small, so I would definitely recommend getting here as early as you can for this. People are lining up parking along the road over there. We're losing a dog. Cody, come on. But I managed to time that just right and get a parking spot as somebody else was pulling in. Gonna have to be a bit careful with dogs off leash because we do have sheep, although Kai does not seem to care. And neither does Cody. They just love rolling in the grass. Beautiful out here. Lots and lots of people though. That's what I get for being out on an Easter weekend. So I think we may call it good after this, because I think the next couple of days are going to be even worse. Looks like we're coming up on the quarry ahead of us. I think it was a slate quarry, but I could be wrong. Almost there. We just come up on some old road buildings that are below the granite pile. Big pile of rocks. The old settlement that would have been working here. The old mine workings. And that processing facility I would have thought were here. But yeah, there's only one building that's really standing that still looks a lot like a building. So this that we're entering here isn't actually the quarry. Or maybe it is. It just said back there that it wasn't the quarry. God, it's gorgeous though. It's so strange being here. Wow, guys. Wow, wow, wow. I know I say that a lot, but I mean it. Wow, that was beautiful. Just done talking to a couple there who had an old dog, and they've got a little stroller up here for their old dog. But they did the Pennine Way with him, which was really cool. So we talked about hiking trails, and they were talking about West Highland Way, so we talked about that a bit, because I did that in 2019. Apparently they thought it was boring, where I thought it was stunning, although very different compared to American trails. Got a slightly different view of the quarry from up here. I think you can circle all the way around it because I'm seeing people up on all the cliffs, but absolutely gorgeous. Well worth coming to check out. Easy to get to along that military road, old track. Alright, this is interesting. I wonder if this is an old railroad. It looks like. It must have been. The only reason I really noticed there was anything different about them, and it's on the way back, I wasn't even noticing them on the way out, is that they've got the two holes in them, which obviously now filled in a lot of places, but that makes me think metal spikes, and they're evenly spaced, going forward, but also side by side. So it has to have been something to do with a tramway, or I'm guessing the quarry. Good point. Tramway for the quarry. Get your brain thinking, CJ. So there must have been some movement in the rails, because on some of these you can see the divots or the wear marks where the tracks would have sat, which I think is another reason can't even believe I didn't think about this. But again, it reminds me a bit of Pompeii, where the rocks were so worn over hundreds of years that it wore the grooves into the rock of the cartwheels. we're almost back at the car. This is going to be the end of the Southwest series videos. Hopefully we'll see you on the next road trip, on the next wild camp, on the next car camp, or even just have a conversation. So, as always guys, I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you really have any interest in helping support the channel, I'll leave a link to my store in the description down below. So as always guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health, and thanks for watching.